Okay, boys and girls, let's get started with Math Message 6.10. And if you're doing home links, it's home links page 171. All right, for our warm-up. Five times 1 in parentheses minus 5. So 5 times 1, remember we do our parentheses first, minus 5 equals 0. Okay, next one. Oops. 8 plus 2 times 2 in parentheses equal what? Well, my 2 times 2 is in parentheses, so I'm going to do that first, which is 4 plus 8. 8 plus 4 equals 12. And remember, boys and girls, make sure you're rewriting your new equation down. On the first one, I have 6 plus 4 in parentheses times 2. So I'm going to do my parentheses first. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 times 2, and that would equal 20. My next one is 5 times 3 in parentheses plus 15. So I'm going to do my parentheses first. And 5 times 3 is 15 plus 15, and that would give me 30. Minus 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is in parentheses, so I'm going to do that first. 5 times 2 is 10, and then 40 minus 10 equals 30. Okay, my next one is 100 plus 10 times 10 equals what? Well, 10 times 10 is in parentheses, and 10 times 10 is 100. I'm going to add that to the 100 that's already there, and that gives me 200. All right, boys and girls, our math message today in 6.10 is going to be on order of operation, which is what we've been working on. All right, for the first one, we're going to read and solve our math message problem. It's on journal page 211. All right, so here is the problem. Tildy and Harrison visit the dollar store. Tildy figures out how much she needs to pay by writing 1 plus 4 times 2 equals 10. Tildy says she needs $10. She asks Harrison to check her work, and he says she only needs $9. Insert the parentheses in the problems to show how Tildy got her 10 and how Harrison got 9. So if I look at this, and I would do 1 plus 4, that equals 5, and 5 times 2 is 10. So Tildy must, to put her parentheses here, did 1 plus 4 is 5, and then multiplied that by 10 equals 10, or 2 equals 10. Harrison, he must have looked at it just the opposite and did 4 times 2 is 8, and the one that's already there gives them 9. Okay, so see how it is important to know what operations you do first and where the parentheses go. All right, Tildy and Harrison could not agree about the correct answer, so Tildy says, I want to buy 1 package of paper for $1 and 4 fashion pens for $2. Okay, this time we're going to draw a picture to show what is happening in this problem. And if you want to stop the video right now and try to do this on your own and then come back when you feel like you have completed it. All right, so let's look at this. So she has 1 package, and they want me to draw a picture. 1 package, and that is $1. And then she has 4 fashion pens. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 fashion pens, and each one of these are $2. Okay, and so if I add those up, I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So these would equal $8. And I need to add that to my $1 I have here for my paper, and that is going to equal $9. All right, and if we had to explain why Tilly changed her mind and now agrees with Pearson. All right, if you want to take a minute and pause this and go ahead and put down what you think why she changed her mind, and then when you're ready, come back and see what I have put. All right, she had 4 fashion pins that cost $2 each. That is 4 times 2, which is $8. The paper cost $1, so 4 times 2, which is 8. Okay, plus the $1 that you owed, which comes to the $9, which is what we just showed in the last problem. So if you just write down what you did exactly in the order you did it, then that would be a complete answer or a complete thought. All right, if we go to our student reference book, it gives us a little bit of extra information about order of operation and the way that we should do it in. So if you are, go to your Everyday Math website, okay, get logged in. Okay, once you get logged in, okay, you're going to get to this page. When you get to this page, go to my ebooks. And you've done this enough in class, you should know how to get there. And go to your student reference book, and then we're going to come down here. We're going to put the page number in. And let me just double check what page that was. Let's just check it here on what page. And that is page 69. So I'm going to type in down at the bottom, go ahead and type in 69. You do have to take that cover out of there. And it's going to take me to this page, okay? And notice, remember, on all of where you see these icons that have the speakers,
parentheses. Parentheses
it will
are
go
grouping
ahead and read
symbols
it
that
for
help you
you.
understand number sentences with more than one operation. Parentheses make the meaning of a number sentence clear by showing which operation to do first.
Okay, so each one of those speakers, if you click them, will just read what is in each of these sections. So this speaker right here, if I were to click it, it's going to read this section for it. Now, notice here on your, where there is a link. That link, if you want to go ahead and click that on, will give you a video. It will give you some extra practice on some problems for this. So if I were to click that on,
parentheses. Solve and compare these 2 number sentences.
and at that point you should pause the video and then try to solve and compare those. So you can go ahead and do that link. Okay, and then if you look, there's also one more link here, right down here. And if you click that on, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to have a video that will give you a little bit of extra practice and explain it to you a little bit more, so in case you do not understand it. So remember, our resource book on our Everyday Math website is a good resource for us. All right, let's go back to our page that we were working on. Okay, and here is a saying that we have: please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And this kind of gives us a reminder of what order we should do things in. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please would be my parentheses. So you should always do parentheses first. Excuse would be exponents, and we don't really use that in 3rd grade. My would be multiplication. So So that tells me I should do parentheses first. If there are no parentheses, then multiplication comes first, and then division in the order from left to right. Okay, and then my and would be addition, and then the last order that we have would be subtraction. So if you kind of remember that little saying there, it will help you to remember the order of operation that you should be doing when there isn't any parentheses. And remember, anytime there's parentheses, parentheses come first, and then if there's other multiple equations in there, you would put them in the order of multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, going from left to right. All right, so if I look at this, then, if I know my please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, okay, and I look at 3 plus 4 times 2, what should I do first? I should do my 4 times 2 because it comes, multiplication comes before addition. So 4 times 2 is 8. Put that 3 on there. My answer is 11. Okay, if I do not do them in that order and I just go from left to right, 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 times 2 equals 14. See how I come up with a different answer? So this would not be correct. Here's what you need to remember is your order of operations. All right, let's look at some more examples here. Okay, if I see 8 minus 2 times 3, I know that my 2 times 3 I do first, which is 6, and 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. Coming down here, 20 plus 10 divided by 2. Well, my 10 plus, or divided by 2 comes first, which is 5. 20 plus 5 would then equal 25. My next one, 15 minus 8 plus 6. Well, addition comes first. So 14, and then I have 15 minus 14 equals 1. And then my last one, notice I have parentheses first, and it doesn't matter what's in those parentheses. If you see parentheses, they come first. So 15 minus 6 equals 9, and 9 divided by 9 plus 5. Well, 9 divided by 9 is 1, and 1 plus 5 would then equal 6. Remember, this is where I said you could have multiple other steps after you see the parentheses. All right, good job. Okay, use the order of operation to solve. So turn to journal page 212, or you can get on your computers and go to Journal 2 in the same place that we did the ebook, and Journal 2, and you can work on this within the Everyday Math website. Okay, so you're to use the order of operation to solve each number sentence on screens 2 through 4, which will be my screens, not yours. Show your work and then check your work. Okay, so rules of operation: do operations inside parentheses first, and then follow rules 2 and 3 when computing inside parentheses. Then multiply or divide in order from left to right, and then finally add or subtract in order from left to right. Okay. So let's look at this first one here. 11 minus 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 would come first because multiplication comes first. That's 9. Making sure I put down my new equation. 11 minus 9 is 2. 15 divided by 3, that's going to be first because division comes before addition. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Great. 20 divided by 5 times 2. Well, multiplication comes before division. 5 times 2 is 10, and 20 divided by 10 equals 2. 6 plus 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is going to come first. 6 plus 2 equals 8. Okay, boys and girls, just try to remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And that tells you parentheses. Don't use this one. Got the M there. Multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. All right, and on the last one, okay, it tells me, all right, I have, in parentheses, I have 4 plus 3 times 2. And that's where they're saying go from left to right. So I would have to do my 3 times 2 first, which is 6, and then do 4 plus 6. Okay, and that's still in parentheses, so it's 10, and then 2 times 10 equals 20. Okay, so my answer here would have been 20. All right, boys and girls, that concludes lesson 6.10 on order of operation.